Okay, so for those of you who know me, I don't like to watch tutorials on how to do tumblers that other people make just because I think it's more fun to kind of figure out if something will work or not. So my daughter challenged me to make her a Jupiter tumbler. And she doesn't want to, she's 6. She doesn't want or need a wine glass. So I figured I'd just do a 20-ounce tumbler. And the reason that she decided she wanted a Jupiter cup is from me making the coffee tumblers using the alcohol inks. So I decided, sure, how hard can this be to make a planet on a cup? But then I had a fun idea. And I don't know if this is gonna work, but you know what? I'm all about trying stuff. And to be perfectly honest, Keely and Sarah would kill me if I didn't at least record this, because when I'm trying new things, they get mad if I don't record things and then it works out. So what I'm gonna do is try something that I've never done before, which is I'm gonna mix glow-in-the-dark powder into my epoxy and then go over it with the alcohol ink so then it glows from behind. And I think this will work, but I don't know. So I'm actually gonna use a new glow powder that we have, which is called White Dwarf. All of our glow powders are named after things in space. But this is a new one that actually glows white versus a glows green under bright light. So if you put out in like a super bright Sunday, like sunny day under a UV light, it's gonna glow white versus a green. Otherwise in normal light, it's gonna have like a slight greenish blue kind of tint. So again, we're just gonna give this a try. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm super kind of excited about this. I do not know how much powder I just mixed in this, but I don't know. I'm kind of excited. So I'm gonna coat this entire tumbler in. I mixed 20 ounces of epoxy. I'm gonna turn on my cup turner, and this is what I'm going for. I don't know if this will work, but I think it will, but I don't know. Anyway, that's what's fun. I'm just gonna try it, and that looks, I need like another tiny little scoop of this. Hope I didn't make it too thick and it still flows, which it should. Just for a little extra something. If you don't want, if this doesn't work, I know how to do it, which is to put on a glow-in-the-dark base of spray paint, but I don't have that. So let's just go with it. So I have 20 milliliters here mixed of now White Dwarf glow-in-the-dark powder in epoxy. We're just gonna put on the cup and then do the ink. So wish me luck, cause I have no idea. Let's hope it works. If this works, this is gonna be really cool. So I'm just gonna put the epoxy on the tumbler like normal. It's just white spray paint as a base. Nothing too fancy here. I really do hope this works. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna go get some glow-in-the-dark spray paint and make it work with glow-in-the-dark spray paint. Oh my God. It's kind of going everywhere. And you're gonna wanna make it a nice kind of thick coat of epoxy. This is just a 20-ounce tumbler, nothing fancy. I really do hope this works. Gonna get every last drop of this out of this on this tumbler because I want it to glow as much as it possibly can. And if you are going to use glow powder, I would do 2 coats of this. Like, so do 1 coat, let it cure, and then do a 2nd coat on top. But for what I'm trying to do, and with the amount of time I have before car rider line, I'm just gonna kind of roll with this. Okay, wish me luck. This is trial and error time. Okay, I have coated the cup in 20 milliliters of epoxy using, and I added, I think 5 scoops of White Dwarf glow powder to it. Now I'm gonna go with the inks. And as you guys know, I do little drops on paper so I can kind of make sure the colors are what I want them. So that's terracotta, which I already know that's a good color. That may be too dark. This is brown. I'm honestly probably gonna use all the colors I use for the coffee tumbler. The only difference is I don't use terracotta at all because it's a little too orange for a coffee cup in my opinion, for my personal opinion, but you totally can. So I'm going to use all of these colors, which is terracotta, brown, cinnamon, caramel, and vanilla. And I have my inks that sit up here in this awesome little holder here for my inks for while I'm making tumblers, and I'm using deep white. So unlike the coffee tumbler, my guess is going to be that we're gonna just do this in sections. And because I'm a visual person, I had to print out Jupiter, and I just did that with ink. So sorry, that's not normally on Jupiter. Not sure I'm gonna be able to get the storm of Jupiter on here. I'll try. So we're gonna go kind of, yeah, we're gonna follow this pattern of what Jupiter looks like to try to make this happen. Fingers crossed. So I'm gonna start up here, work my way down. This actually is about the right size. So I'm gonna set this here so I can kind of visually break this up, and going to go with caramel, cinnamon for up top. So what I'm gonna do, this is weird, but it's working so far. I'm just going to drop ink into so I'm trying to stay in the same line. This color is about the same color as this bottom piece, so I'm going to basically just go up to the seam of the tumbler. Wish me luck, guys. Okay, so go, there we go. That was cinnamon. It gets a little lighter. Caramel, too dark. We're gonna go with vanilla on both sides here. I didn't mean to drop that there. I should probably just stick with one line at a time. Make more sense. But let's make things difficult for myself. All right, so that was vanilla. I'm gonna go in now with a little bit of, what color is this? Caramel. So this is gonna be a darker brown. Oh, drop in inks. If I can pull this off, I'm gonna be so ecstatic. If not, whatever. I tried. My daughter's obsessed with space. She wants to be an astronaut, and she has been telling us that for a long time now, and is obsessed with space and knows more about space than most adults I know. So, okay. I'm really excited. Okay. We're gonna go with terracotta next. This is the more orange for those 2 spots there. I just got epoxy on my hand. And I'm not gonna go too crazy heavy with the terracotta because it's, I mean, that is orangey colored. But I'm gonna try the things we do for creativeness. Okay. And then it kind of gets more like light here. So I'm gonna go back in with the vanilla in between here. And now I'm going in with the white. All right, so just like we did on the coffee cup, you're just gonna put the little droplets of white ink wherever you kind of feel like they need to go. This middle section here is really light. Whoops, too much there, whatever. Gotta get some white down there on the bottom. I have high hopes, y'all. I've got high hopes. Oops. Okay. Now I'm just going to kind of go back in here with the terracotta a bit. I'm gonna add, too dark, caramel in here. Just a few little drops. This isn't caramel. Oh, it is caramel, okay. Kind of just to darken it up a bit more. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this looks nothing like Jupiter yet. Okay, I just have to figure out when to stop, which is the hardest part. My color's wrong in the middle. So we're gonna add brown to the orange. Okay, I feel like definitely it needed the brown. The terracotta was a little too orange, but I still need the orange because there is the orange within Jupiter. So that's starting to look a little better. I'm gonna go back in with a little, what is that? The vanilla. Okay, now I'm gonna do the fun part. now I'm going to do the stand up the cup to let the epoxy fall the different directions to kind of spread it out a bit. Just notice this. I think I just got the storm because there's not really much epoxy in this part right there. Okay. My goal is to be able to keep that. So you can see it's starting to turn directions on the cup. Got my, somehow I managed to get a spot there, so perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna let this spin, see how it looks in a couple hours. All right, guys, I pulled the Jupiter tumbler off the turner and it turned out incredible. I'm so happy I decided to do this. I even did a little smudge here on purpose to get the little storm, or little, it's not little, the big storm on there. But this is how it turned out. It turned out incredible. So I'm actually gonna turn the lights off so you guys can see how this glows. And I mean, again, this thing is amazing. I'm gonna get pictures posted and everything of it, but I'm so excited with how this turned out. So I'm gonna turn the lights off so you guys can see how it glows. Okay, here it is, guys. Nice and glowing, super bright. And it glows all the way around. I love how this turned out. It's so pretty. So as you can see, that cup, it glows so well, and I'm so excited about this tumbler. I've been challenged now to make a Neptune tumbler by my husband and Olivia, of course, wants another one of these, but as a Saturn tumbler. So I have to figure out how to do rings, but I'm all for trying new things, so we're gonna get it, we're gonna try. Anyways, so I cannot wait to see the tumblers you guys make to do a Jupiter themed cup or any type of theme with the inks as a swirl. But don't forget to hit the thumbs up at the bottom of the screen to give this video a like. Also, hit that notification bell so you'll never miss any of our tutorials. But you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys again soon.